Hello everybody, I am the Heir to Horror, and today I want to rank some of the most popular FNAF Roblox games. And I know I've made videos in the past, which you can probably watch right after this. I have been making a lot of videos hating on these games, so today I want to make a video where I actually, say what's good about these. So I'm not going to waste any more time, and let's get right into this. Starting with probably the most controversial take on this list is the Pizzeria Roleplay Remaster, TPRR, and I've trashed about this game in the past, but I think it's alright. To be honest, this is a good game. Graphically, it's very impressive, but there's just not much to do. There's a lot of role-playing going on. I guess that's good. There's a lot of players, but it kind of takes away from literally every other roleplay game on the platform, and that kind of hurts this a little bit. It's so good that it's suffering from success, but also if you look behind the superficial layers of, graphical fidelity and stuff like that, it's a pretty bland game. There's a lot of nothing. And for example, just look at the security breach security breach map, and you can see that there's a whole lot of passion put into this, but there's not much to do. And that's why I think it's on the border between pretty good and alright. I'm gonna put in pretty good because of the passion put into it, but I guess what I just said so far, and the fact that this game also has a lot of microtransactions, put this a little down. If it had more meat, some actually good stuff in there, it would be here, but it's not, so we're gonna put in pretty good. Now, the next game on the list is FNAF Coop, and I have to say this is one of the better games on this list, and I'm also going to have to put this on pretty good because it's still a work in progress. I don't know if you guys know this, but the developer is still updating this game and adding new refurbishing, new remasters. He hasn't finished that yet, and there's also a lot of actual good meat in this game, unlike TPRR. While it does lack sometimes in graphical fidelity, but most of the time it looks really good, and it suffers from microtransactions, you don't actually need those to, play the game, even though it does help a lot. If you grind and play with your friends, by the way, I think this is the funnest game on this list to play with your friends. It's honestly amazing. I've played this with my friends, and it's like a whole different experience. It's a lot better when you play with people in real life or on a Discord call, something like that. But otherwise, I'm gonna have to put in pretty good. It's kind of like the opposite of TPR, and I'm not gonna actually rank these within their own tiers. I'll probably do it for the top, but not for here. FNTD, Five Nights Tower Defense. I'm sorry, I love this game. For how much I play, it's probably gonna be up here, but I have to say it's alright. It's not... Okay, let me, I have to explain myself. What's happening in this game is that there's a lot of microtransactions, and I know that's probably the most that a game can suffer on Roblox. It kind of baffles me about how much this game freaking pampers its freaking YouTubers, and it doesn't really do much else. You have to play this game for hours on end, or spend money if you want to be good. And I know this because I've played this game, and I'm pretty good myself, but I'm nowhere near the top because I don't spend money on this game. It is honestly crazy how much grinding you have to do to actually, get anywhere near a good player in this game. It's crazy, and the amount of players it has is honestly kind of cool. I love the weekly updates. It is terrible graphically. I don't know, people are like, oh, it's so good, the animations are so good. If you actually take a look at this game, it is not good looking. The animations are, they're cool, but the models are kind of bad. If you put the graphics to the max, it still doesn't look that different from the lowest graphic settings. It is not a pleasure to see, and it suffers from a lack of content. As soon as a weekly update comes out, and this is also part of the problem of weekly updates, you have to play the levels over and over and over again to actually get things, and that kind of sucks. I've probably played the same level probably like 70 times just to get something good. And I'm not going to go into details here because that would, you know, make it so I actually have to have you guys play the game to understand what I'm saying, but it's just not. It just ain't it. Anyways, next game. This is probably the worst game on this list, to be honest. Don't play this game. It's trash. FNAF Pizza Party. I know because one of my friends honestly likes this game. I think it's one of the worst FNAF Roblox games out there. And I'm not just glazing. I'm not just saying that for the sake of saying that. This game is literally a scam. Do not play this. It is not fun. This is literally, what is it called? Well, Rainbow Friends? This is just Rainbow Friends, but with the skin of Five Nights at Freddy's on top. It is not worth your time. Do not even look at this game. I hate this game so much, it's not even funny. Video. Alright, so the next game on the list is the Fractured franchise. Yeah, it's not good. So basically, this suffers from the TPRR syndrome. TPRR is already a better roleplay game, so there's no reason to do the role-playing in this game. And I know I'm putting this here because one of my commenters on a previous video talked about this and wanted me to play it, so I played it. I don't know if I'm going to make a video on it, but I have to say the prop hunt game part of it, I mean, that's okay. It's a new concept, but I don't think it's executed that well. It's kind of boring. It is. Alright, so we got the first S tier game on this list, FNAF AR Special Delivery. This is finally a good game. You put the graphics up, it actually looks good. The settings, everything just looks like effort was put into this. It is literally TPRR, but if it had that meat, that sauce, if you know what I mean, it actually looks like it's fully fleshed out. It's a game that doesn't need microtransactions, but you can get them if you want, and it's super fun to play. Like all the new characters that they add, it's literally the FNAF AR game that they took down, but actually good. I don't know, you have to play this game. You have to. On this like top tier, you have to play these games. If you like FNAF Roblox, you have to play these. And if you don't play this, I don't know, you're not a FNAF fan, because like this thing is literally the actual FNAF game. But if it actually was fleshed out and actually fixed, this game has no bugs, or barely any of that, and it's honestly one of the funnest experience I've ever had playing a game. It's crazy. It's beautiful. I don't know what to say about it. And then we got another S+. Yeah, I think S+. This is FNAF World Return to Animatronica. Now, I don't really like the art style of this game. I don't like the name of this game. But this is FNAF World 2. I don't care what you're saying. This is the sequel to Scott Cawthon's FNAF World, FNAF 4. But after FNAF 4. This is honestly one of the funnest games ever, because it's like TPRR, where it's technically a roleplay game. But the achievement hunting, the badge hunting actually matters, because you're playing as these characters and you're using them with their specific skill sets to fight enemies, bosses, and it's honestly just a complete fun time. Haha, fun time Friday, I get it. This is FNAF World if it came after a security breach. I'm just gonna tell you that. The way these animatronics are modeled as well are honestly completely, it's incredible. The game, as you progress, as you go along, it's so cool finding the secrets, and honestly, doing it by yourself is fun. It's rewarding. Looking them on YouTube, that's like, you wonder how some of these people actually find some of these. Alright, that's all I'm going to say on this game. You have to try this. If I was going to rank Return to Animatronica and Special Delivery, I'm going to have to edge this one out, because I've honestly played Return to Animatronica more than Special Delivery, but I think both are phenomenal games. You have to play them. Now, this is going to be the next one, FNAF Time in the Past. I'm going to put this in it's alright. It needs updates. FNAF Time in the Past is another game on this list, Forgotten Memories, just if it had a month less development time. It's good for what it is, but it's not a game I'm gonna play anytime soon. Now, this is simply because Forgotten Memories exists. I've played that game. It's honestly graphically kind of crazy. It's honestly glitchless, I would say, and it has more content. FNAF Time of the Past is basically Forgotten Memories without, you know, the sauce. It doesn't have that special, like, oomph to it. I don't know how to describe it. It's not as good. Alright, the next game on this list is Ultimate Random Night. Now, I love this game, and I have to give it a S+ tier. Finally a good game, and this is one of the games I've been playing for a while, because none of these games honestly come close to this game. Ultimate Random Night is FNAF Custom Night if it came out on Roblox, basically, and that's basically what it is. And it's really fun to play as a security guard. It's not as fun to play as the animatronics, but once you're in the security guard position, this game does the custom night right. I don't know if you guys know this. There's another game on this list right here, multiplayer, custom night multiplayer, FNAF Mashup Multiplayer. It's that game, but fully fleshed out. I wish this game got more updates. I wish this game was honestly more popular. This game it's just so fun. You have to try it. Playing as a security guard, when you win, you earn it. Like, it's really difficult. You have to master the game if you want to be able to beat this. But trying to get those badges, it's phenomenal. Alright, another good game on this list, FNAF 2 Reimagined. This is a fully fledged FNAF fan game. Now, all these other games were just experiences on Roblox, I would say. I mean, other than Ultimate Random Night, but I have to say this is honestly one of the best fan games on Roblox. I'm going to make a video on this later, so I'm not going to put all my opinions onto it right now. But I have to say, you have to play this. It's fun. Now, if I have to rank these, Ultimate Random Night and FNAF 2 Reimagined on the top tier list, I would have to put FNAF 2 Reimagined on, like, you know, I think this is where it is. It's okay. I think Ultimate Random Night just edges out Special Delivery a little bit because of the replayability. FNAF, the AR one, it's replayable, but not as much as Ultimate Random Night. FNAF 2 Reimagined also suffers from replayability. It's not as replayable. Alright, we got another game on this list, Forgotten Memories. It's going pretty good. This game is also very fun to play in multiplayer, but it suffers from replayability. The graphics are insane, but this game just needs a little more updates, a little more sauce, and then it'll be perfect. It's like Ultimate Random Night, but it just doesn't have that. It still feels like a Roblox game. Forgotten Memories has some of the quirks that a Roblox game has, you know? On the top list, you don't think that they're a Roblox game. You look at them and they're like, damn, this is an actual fun video game. Forgotten Memories has some of that Roblox kink to it. I don't know how to really say it. Like, the fact that your character model is in there, that's not good. All these other games don't have that. Other than Ultimate Random Night, because you're like the security guard, but that's not really a main focal point. I think Forgotten Memories, it just needs a little more sauce to it, and then it'll be finally a good game. But it's pretty good, and that's what the tier list says, so I'm gonna keep it there. Next up, Mashup Multiplayer. This is a game you have to try, but not like as much as Ultimate Random Night. This is Ultimate Random Night if it was more glitchy and it was unplayable almost, because this game, it's fun when you play. I love this game, but it just needs a lot more updates and less focus on characters and more on bugs and optimization, because when you play this game, it's like next to impossible. It's honestly kind of crazy how bad the bugs are in this game, and that kind of brings it down. And the graphical fidelity isn't honestly that great. The character models aren't spectacular looking, like they're not animatronica level cool, and they're not special delivery level realistic, so I have to put it there. And then we got the next game. Fraggy. I've honestly only seen gameplay screenshots and videos on this game. I've never actually went to it. You know why? It's because it's trash. Don't ever play this. This game sucks. It's literally Piggy ripoff, and Piggy isn't even that good of a game itself. Don't ever even try this game. Don't give it the money. Don't give it the advertisement. Don't give it the views. Don't even support this at all. Just don't touch this. This game is not good. Don't try it. I'm not gonna even put gameplay screenshots for this because I don't want to play it, to be honest, and I don't want to find videos on it. It sucks that bad. I'm not tainting my device with your goddamn crap. I'm like getting goosebumps because this Animatronics universe is actually so nostalgic. It's not even funny. This has to be the best FNAF Tycoon out there, period. End of story. There's a lot of clones that suck, and there's a lot of clones that are focused only on making Robux and money. This game, however, it has some monetization, but that's for the developers. You don't need the monetization to actually beat this. This game is so fun and so nostalgic, I have to put it here. Honestly, this game, it stopped receiving updates a long time ago, but I don't think it needs updates. This game is like a window into the past. Now, it may not be graphically the best, it may not be fleshed out the most, but what with it is, well, I just had like a stroke while speaking, but with what it is, it's honestly so mesmerizing. It had that sauce, it had that, you know, had that feeling when you first played those Five Nights at Freddy's games for the first time. It feels like 2016, 2015 all over again. I don't know when this game was made, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure it's around that time. It's around Sister Location and around Ultimate Custom Night, FNAF 6, that era. And I know why they didn't do FNAF 6, because it's kind of impossible to get a pizzeria where it's customizable by the player, but this game just, it had the feeling that you were in the FNAF universe, that you were actually in the mind of like Henry Emily or William Afton or any of those people inside the actual universe. It felt like a complete experience, and I haven't found a single bug in the game. You have to try this simply if you want to be a real FNAF fan. You have to. It's so good. And the reason why there's so many like high up tiers, high up games in the tiers, is because I'm putting the most popular games, and they are popular mostly for a reason. Now, the next game on the list is popular not for that. This game is solely popular because of the brand. And now I have to say, I played most of these games with my friends. Now, are exceptions. This game I played with my friends. Did I have fun? Yes. Did it feel janky? Yes. Did it feel like I had the sauce? No. This game isn't at Doom. I don't know why it takes the name of Doom. You're not shooting animatromos, even though I would love a shooting 5 Nights at Freddy's game. That would be a pretty good, idea. If you're actually watching this and you know how to make Roblox games, make an FPS FNAF game. I will play, I would advertise it, I would love it. Just do it, okay? Just make it. Okay, in the last game on this tier list, Fazbear's Revamp. Now, I played this for my last video, and I played this because a comment told me to play it, and I have to say, if you want to know my full opinion on this game, I would 100% put it here. This is why I made this tier in the first place, this not worth your time tier, because TPRR does what this does. It doesn't have sauce like TPRR, and TPRR doesn't even have the sauce itself. It's not even good itself. It's not perfect. In this game, it's just not as good. Its TPRR is just superior in every way, and I would love to see a game like TPRR get to finally a good game. The only roleplay game that I have to say on here that actually compares to Return to Animatronica is TPRR, and I want something that's realistic like the Pizzeria Roleplay Remastered to be up there. I'm fine with where everything is right now, actually, guys, and I'm enjoying this tier list right now. So here is the list. We got the best games on top. We got the best roleplay game, the best Ultimate Custom Night game, the best FNAF AR game, the best FNAF game in general, to be honest. We got the best fan game, and we got the best Nostalgia Tycoon FNAF trip. And everything else on the bottom isn't as good, but it's still popular, and little kids play it. So I think that's going to be my tier list. So if you guys want to subscribe, do so, and like, share, you know, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember to stay safe. Bye-bye.